So my evening milking was interrupted, and it was an acceptable interruption. I wasn't expecting it, but a lot of things have been happening on the farm that I don't expect to happen. So here's my sweet interruption. So I'm actually stepping out to give her some much needed privacy. And the reason that I feel like this doe specifically needs privacy is Merida hates me. She's a lot like Poco Loco, and interrupted my milking. I mentioned it to Mark, I'm like, somebody is mad even though they've been fed. And I brought in the last doe to milk, and finally it clicked. I'm like, these are not mad Maz. These are not mad Maz. These are kidding Maz. So I went and I peeked, and of course she's down and she's got the kickstand, and there's already a hoof and a nose out. So I did help pull this doe just a little bit. I just grabbed the hoof and gave her the pressure she needed. It's a small baby. It's small, but I'm not sure if she's done yet. And because this doe hates me, she's a first-time freshener, she had no idea what was going on. Merida was just like, get it away, I'm scared. And I just did my due diligence. I dried off the baby by myself. I left just enough on there where she wouldn't chill, but it would be enough to where Merida could smell those fluids and let Mother Nature and her hormones kick in. And Mark and I sat out there for a little bit and watched her, and her hormones kicked in. She's cleaning. It was from light budding and just pressing her head against the baby, not hurting it or anything. We were watching, to licking, and now she's right on top of it, and the baby's bumping underneath mommy. So I am sure she will get to nursing soon. But boy, I wasn't expecting this, and it's right on the heels of a loss. This is just, I can never stop being in awe of Mother Nature with the balance that she gives us. There's just, it's real even. There's this real even pulse that goes through nature, and I'm always in awe of it, especially during a birth. We've actually been in Indianapolis all day, celebrating the last weekend before school starts and letting the kiddos go to museums, have fun, just being kids. And came home and had my milking interrupted with this sweet little surprise. She's a little unsure about the whole nursing thing. I'm gonna give her a little bit before I intervene and hold. I kind of want to let her figure it out and let her instincts really develop to the fullest that they can on their own. Hi. Hi, little lady. You did a good job, Mama. You did a good job, Mama. She's beautiful. So last night we were out here for a few hours just kind of monitoring, and this little lady's instincts really kicked in, and I didn't have to do hardly anything. Once we so that was my seat last night, this big stack of wood. I just kind of sat there and let her figure it out. The good thing is, though, that Merida has come out of her first-timer spooks, where she just kind of doesn't know what's going on, and is being one of the best mommies ever. Though I can tell, and it kind of hurts my feelings a little bit, that my presence just makes her nervous. We're working on it, and she's showing signs that she wants to be friendly, and I especially want her daughter to be friendly. So specifically when I'm in the pen with them, or if I'm handling them, I move slowly, I talk gently. All of my moves are very, very deliberate. All of my touches aren't too hard, but they're not too soft. Everything that I can do to kind of get Merida to come around, to want to like me, and also to kind of send off that same message to her daughter. Now, Mighty Mouse is appropriately named because she is the smallest baby that we have ever had born here. Like, she was a whopping 1.5 pounds. I don't know if that was her true due date. Her bottom teeth are erupted, so I know that she's not premature. But look at that stance. I've really noticed that Flu has already started to improve our herd through some of these babies that he's given us so far. But look at that little sweet face, and she's so attentive. She really does love to explore and get out and cause mischief. Excuse me. I don't feel like that's what you're supposed to be doing, young lady. Tell her, Mama. Tell her. Say, Mighty Mouse, stay in here. You can't go escaping. You can't go escaping, little one. No! Oh, who's out there? Oh, you see the cat. She sees the cat. Nefarious sorts about. Being such a good mama. Look. She's doing exactly what her mama's doing. Looking out there and being attentive. Oh. It's okay. It's alright. See, nobody's gonna hurt you. It's okay. It's okay. Django, get out of here. You're making her nervous. I'm sorry, Mama. It's okay. It's alright, Mama. It's okay. It's okay. Yes, that's good. It's more than you would normally even do. See, I want you away. You're making her nervous, sir. You just want to see what's going on with the cameras. And today, in this episode of Where's Mighty Mouse Gotten Out Now? You can hear Merida. She's crying again, which means Mighty Mouse is out again. Mighty, what are you doing then, little mouse? What are you doing? Is this our form of hide and seek every day? Oh, you're already back in. You got back in? Look at you. Silly girl. Rooster, I don't appreciate you being in there. Your mama doesn't like it when you're out. Hey, Mighty, Mighty. Mighty, you're out again. What is up with this? Are you just hailing freedom? Are you just enjoying your freedom? Oh my. Mighty. Hi, Mighty Mouse. Here, come here. That's a cat. They're so wily. Little baby. Close up? Goodness. Do you want your close up? She's just the sweetest little thing. Aren't you? Aren't you? Alright guys, it's been officially a week since Mighty Mouse made her big debut into the barn. Interrupted my milking session, but I'm always happy to have a milking session interrupted in that manner. And she is a handful. She is being imprinted on by us, so every time I walk in the barn, she comes flying out. Ooh, gross, Merida. I know. This one's coming around, which is good. But every time I come in, she comes flying out through the slats right here, which is good. I like that she wants to come see me, but it also scares me to death that she just like flies out. So I will have to find a way to keep her in with her mommy, because then her mommy has some anxiety when she gets out. I know, you're going to be so good. I have to say that this one behind me has really surprised me. The leaps and bounds that a goat makes when it's had a baby, especially as a first-time freshener, not really knowing what's going on, to running from her baby to openly wanting to have it, wanting to love it, and letting it nurse. There's just something really awesome watching that development, that evolution from, you know, just a yearling to a first-time freshener mama who's just being so good and is so worried about her little baby. It's all right, Merida. It's all right. She'll be back. You can see her. You can see her. It's okay. I know. I know. This is a big improvement too, because this lady, she's like Poco. She don't like me very much. But sometimes, like humans, motherhood changes people. Having a child, having a baby, changes people. I think it's changed Merida a little bit, which is good. She needed this change. But I have kind of changed my stance on whether I breed yearlings or not. Number one, because I bred for kidding later in the year this year. So whereas the year before most of my does were born around February, this year they're all through like mid-April to late May. So they've lost a couple of those months for development. So they'll probably miss, they probably will miss being bred this year, but also I know that these yearlings can take it. Their thorough to thorough measurements were great. You know, had to stretch the finger way out to touch thorough to thorough to make sure that they could pass those babies, and they met the weight requirements and everything. But I think for this year, I probably will not be breeding any of my yearling does unless they just look like they are stellar candidates. There could be one or two in there. I have two that I'm watching, but I don't think there'll be more than two. And definitely not Little Miss Mighty Mouse. So I'm really glad you guys could come along for this one. I am super excited about this little baby. Oh my goodness, she just, I don't know, maybe it's just because like that is officially the last kid of 2021, and it just sits in my heart just a little bit heavier, or I don't know if it gets me excited for my 2022 breedings or what, but she's just fantastic too. She's fantastic. She's bringing her mom around. She's really bonding to me, and that's great because we want friendly kids. Every now and then, especially like in the big kidding groups, I feel like I have a lot of kids that just are a little unsure of me, which is fine because they all come so fast and furious. I don't really get the time to imprint all of them like I would like to. And we don't bottle raise here unless it's necessary at the moment. We pretty much just let the dams raise them. And I think usually that creates a stronger animal in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. I've had bottle babies that grew just fine and outperformed dam raised kids and vice versa. So I think that's gonna do it for us today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me here on Mulberry Branch Farm. If you enjoyed the video today, if you think Mighty Mouse is like the most stinkingest cute goat ever on the entire internet, make sure that you drop that down in the comments below. If you liked us, you want more of us, you want to see where Mighty Mouse goes with her life, you ought to think about subscribing. If you subscribe though, make sure that you hit the notification bell so that the next time we're getting an update on Mighty Mouse, you guys will be right there with me. But until next time, guys, I hope that you're all staying safe out there and being kind to one another, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. Bye, y'all.